books, mostly they are novels, and they are good actually. And you can filter based on your reading levels. So maybe if you think that you are still beginning and then you just want to start improving your reading skill, you can click level 1, because it will contain a simple English words, and then you will enjoy and know the content of the books easily. Okay, and then the genre you want to select. It could be drama, fantasy, humor, mystery, or etc. If you love horror, you can click on horror section. Let's say horror. And then a theme, you can click all, or you can select based on the categories of the theme. And then premium, for the premium, you need to pay something, but click the free one, or just all. Okay, let's say free. I go filter, and then the website will transfer you to the books that is free, and it's about horror. Okay, the title is The Hike. So I click on it, and then if you are willing to the member, you can sign up, and then you can log in, then you can read the books. But for the time being, I'm going to click on the preview first. Right. Okay, now the book has appeared in front of you. So this is The Hike, and let's check the content of the books. It's written by Jamie Ford. Okay, and there are several chapters, but this is chapter 1. The title is The Fall, and you can start reading the books. Anyone wants to read this page? You can unmute your mic. Yes, please, Miss Mia.
Is it the first page?
Yeah, that's the first page on the first chapter.
Okay, so I start from the first statement. Yeah, it's broke, man. Okay. Yeah. Bismillah. It's broke, man. No, it isn't. It's look bad, dude. It's just a sprain. How do you know? You are freaking doctor? Eric yelled. It's not swollen and black and stout, Tom said. It is swollen. I see it. Eric yelled again. Not like if it broke. My brother broke his ankle in cricket. It swelled up like a balloon. It was black and blue and purple and nasty. Okay, guys, please shut up, I said. Tom and Eric looked at me. Arguing isn't going to help. I don't know if it is broken or sprained, but boy, it hurts. Sprains are worse than breaks. Tom said. How do you know, stupid? Eric asked. That's what I've heard. It's all stupid. Sorry, something.
Okay.
Block it.
Yeah. Continue.
Yes. That's what I've heard. Oh, it's all stupid. Tom shoot back. Guys, please. You are not helping. We gotta figure this out. It's a long way back, I said. Tom and Eric thought about this. About 3 miles, Tom said. Are you kidding me? Eric asked. You are kidding me, right? More like 4 or 5 miles at least. We have been hiking for 5 hours. Not really, Tom said. By the time we loaded everything and got ready, I'd say we have hiked for maybe 3 hours. Eric gave Tom a dead stare. He looked like he was ready to explode. You know everything, don't you? He finally asked. Tom just shrugged his shoulder. I need you two to help me to the stream, I said. The water in the mountains rim stay ice cold, even in the dead of summer. Tom and Mary grabbed me under both armpits and helped me hobble to the creek. They lowered me onto a rock to sit on. I took off my boot and shook slowly. I stretched my leg and placed my poor ankle in the cold water. After a few minutes, my whole foot felt numbed and the pain eased. With your help, I think I can make it back to camp, I said. You think we should try to split it? Tom asked. With what? Did you die and come back as Bill Grills? Eric yelled. I looked at my watch. It was 4:15. It would get dark in about 4 hours. Darker, faster in the deep woods. We had to get going. Let's do this, I said.
Yay! Yeah, wow, that's good.
I love to read.
See, when you love to read, then you can feel what the book tells you.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, this is good. And this website is very good for you who wants to start your reading, to enhance your reading skill. And this is it gives you some options which text will suit you. So based on your level and based on your interest for the theme, right? Okay, so please note this website and then start your reading practice, and don't hesitate to pick any books because they are English, and they will help you to improve your English skills.
It is fully free?
Yeah, fully free. For most of the book they are free, but the others they charge you some amount, but they give you some chapters only. But that's okay. Pick the ones with free of charge.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Bagus.
You're welcome. But this website mostly are novels. If you love to read something more heavier topics, so you can go to Open Library. So this is the website. Can everybody see the screen? I just opened the openlibrary.org. Right. Okay. So here there are many books, but they don't tell you which book will suit you. So you have to select by yourself based on the titles or the author or the publicist. And then the thing is, you can click on the subject. Click the subjects and then pick the kind of books do you want to read. It could be about arts, can be architecture, art instructions, or design, if you love to read something about design. And then animals, if you love animals, you can click on one of them. And then about history or places, they only provide Brazil, India, Indonesia, United States. And then health and wellness, science and mathematics, textbook. So you can pick any topics do you want to read based on these categories. For example, you want to, let's say you want to read something related to American history, the World War II. Click on it, and then you will have some books appeared on your screen. So remember, there are books that you allow you to read them, and there are some books that you only can borrow. For borrowing the books, you cannot read any times, but you only get the access maybe like for 1 day, 1 hour, or 14 days. So these are the books entitled Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe, and it's available to read anytime you have to. Okay, and most of them they are borrow book, so you can read them in limited time. Okay, just like you borrow from library. So the library usually allow you to take the book home for about 14 days. And then if you don't return the book within 14 days, you need to pay the penalty. Right. Okay, so I'll give you some examples. Let's open the book written by Daniel Defoe with the title Robinson Crusoe. And then you can see there is a audio selection. So while you read, you can also listen to the audio, and it helps you to improve your speaking, your pronunciation. So while you are listening to the book that you are reading. Okay, let's open this book, read. Right. So this is the page loading viewer. So like you are reading the real books. So they give you this layout. So Robinson, written by Daniel Defoe, and then it was published by National Youth Book Center, Massachusetts. Okay, here it is. Oh, it's from the right to the left.
It's Israeli book.
Is it Rally book?
I think so.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, let's find something else.
Hebrew.
Yeah, something with borrow. Okay. And Frank. Oh, is it in English?
That's a good book.
Oh, okay. Let's click on it. Yeah. Diary of the Young Girl. Do you want to play the audio?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to share the sound and click on this icon. Oops. Hang on. Oh, this one. Oops. Oh, it's borrowed and it ends at 9:29. So it only gives you 1 hour to read this book. Okay. For the audio in this book, it's not available. Let me check. Oh, because I haven't logged in. Oh, I already logged in. I don't have the password here. So here. Doesn't give me. Oh, wait. Oh, I know. It's below the page. Sorry. Ah, here it is. Okay. Let's check the audio. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, it's loading the audio.
The Anchor Books Trade Edition was published in March 1996.
Okay. I'm going to go forward
Housing.
to the first.
Margaret and Frank kept a diary from June 12, 1942, to August 1, 1944. Initially, she wrote it strictly for herself. Then, one day in 1944, Gerrit Bolkestein, a member of the Dutch government in exile, announced in a radio broadcast from London that after the war he hoped to collect eyewitness accounts of the suffering of the Dutch people under the German occupation, which could be made available to the public. As an example, he specifically mentioned letters and diaries. Impressed by this speech, Anne Frank decided that when the war was over she would publish a book based on her diary. She began rewriting and editing her diary, improving on the text, omitting passages she didn't think were interesting enough and adding others from memory. At the same time, she kept up her original diary. In the scholarly work The Diary of Anne Frank, the critical edition, 1989, Anne's first, unedited diary is referred to as version A, to distinguish it from her second, edited diary, which is known as version B. The last entry in Anne's diary is dated August 1st.
Okay, so that is the examples. So you see the difference between this website and the previous website, the story share. So you can pick any website you want to use to practice your reading skills, right? So are you interested in reading skills?
Yes,
Yes, we are. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Reading is important. I usually, no, not I usually, I once taught my students to read books. Why? Because they said that, oh, I'm not comfortable in speaking. I don't think that I am confident enough in speaking. I know what people mean, but when I want to say something, it's hard for me. I told him, okay, let's try to speak. And then I analyzed that he got a problem in pronunciation. Okay, you got a problem in pronunciation. Instead of giving you, okay, this word should be pronounced this word should be pronounced this. Okay, let's have some sessions with me. The lesson will be reading books. So I brought some books, and then I asked the students to read the books. And then from time to time, he improves his speaking, he improves his vocabularies, and that's very useful. If you see some movies in Western movies, so the schools, they taught the students reading. So they asked the students in a junior high school and senior high school to read books, to read articles, because it's important. Reading gain our knowledge, then make us more confident in speaking and in expressing anything beside either written or spoken. Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Agus,
Yes.
excuse us.
Sure.
Can you explain to us one more time how we can use that audio book?
The audiobook. Okay.
Yeah,
The audiobook.
how we use it?
You click the book, and then the book will appear on the screen, and then you scroll down. There are icon of headset. You click on it, not the one at the top, but the one at the bottom.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now I'm moving to the slide again. Okay. So these are the recommendations for me. Okay, this is the bonus tip. Get an audio book for other skills practice. So if you only want to read, yeah, you don't have to play the audio. But if you want to read and also listen to the speaker, how to read the books, how to read the words in the book, yeah, you can click the headset icon. Yes, please. To participant raise hands. Miss Mia or Mr. Agus first? Mr. Agus, okay, please.
Pak Agus, you were saying something about level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a reading skill or something.
Right.
How do you know you will be on level 1 or level 5? Is there any instruments or assessment available to assess that?
Reading? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There are many assessments, right? Like the TOEFL, TOEIC, IELTS, that they test your reading. Like in the TOEIC, they ask you, they test you reading skill. In the IELTS, they test you reading skill too. In TOEFL, they test you reading skill too. So you can analyze from the result, or you can try to know yourself. Okay, let's say you get or you open a text or a book, and then you feel, oh, this text is too difficult. Then you need to lower your level.
So when you were saying level 1, level 2, level 4, level 5 is not from that kind of test, yeah?
No, not really. No, not really. So
you were saying that the expertise can be considered as level 5.
Yeah.
So it is not come from that kind of test?
If you can see from the test too, or you can analyze based on yourself. So as expert, yeah, for the expertise of the reading skill, you can analyze based on the result of the test that you attended or you joined, and then you can analyze based on your experience while you are reading the books. If you read the book,
Okay. I thought you were kind of want to introduce a new assessment on how you were mentioning about the reading skill by using level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's okay, fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. So the level,
Bagus.
I'm sorry, Bu, the
Yes.
level is on the StoryShare website. So they put level 1 to level 5. So from that level, they measure us based on their level. So if we click level 1, so the books that appear, only the books which are categorized as level 1.
Oh, based on that website, yeah?
Yeah, based on that website.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Agus. Yes, Ibu Mia?
Yes, I agree with you, Pak Agus Sahidin, because we have been trying one website, that xreading.com. They put the grade books from level 1 to level 30. We can try level 1, but when we read it too easy, we can move to next level until we can realize that, oh, this is my level. I should try many more book in this level because I can't read it fast like I need to do. Gitu. Jadi bagus, terima kasih sekali. Cuma memang ini langsung buku-bukunya buku-buku dewasa semua gitu ya, Pak. Ya. Atau ada buku anak-anaknya?
Ada for the open library. So you can click the children's book.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, because you are adults, so I picked the books for adults. Okay, thank you. So I'll move to the next slide. So which one should you apply? Is it intensive reading or extensive reading? And the answer is both. Do both of them. So at the beginning, you can do the extensive reading first. Oh, okay. Maybe you want to do the intensive reading first. You read the first and the second pages of the book, and then you find new vocabularies, and then you look up the dictionary, and then you find the meaning of those vocabularies, and then you can take note. And then you continue, and then you do the same thing. After you finish all, you can repeat from the beginning. You do the extensive reading. So you can do both. Yeah, reading book doesn't have to be only one time. So you can read the books many times, and then you can feel the different enjoyment when you read the second time, the third time, the fourth time. Like when you watch movie. Watching movie in the beginning, you can enjoy the movie, the story. But when you watch the second time, you get more detail with the story. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. Now, how about the intensive reading? How will you how will you make yourself understand and know the use of the words that are new for you very well? So reading with the smart way. So highlight things you don't understand. So that's the intensive reading. You highlight these words that you don't understand, and then do this for each chapter, and then go back and look up the highlight words. So the first, you look up the meaning of the words or the sentence in the dictionary, and then do in every chapter, and then you go back to from the beginning and you read the book again. But this is the tip. The key point is don't just highlight a single word, but highlight the whole sentence. Word, it doesn't only have meaning, but it has context too. So when you highlight the word only, maybe you only get the information about the meaning of those words. But if you highlight the sentence, you will also understand the context of the words. because sometimes the word has more than one meaning. Right. Okay, and then take those sentences and create flashcard. Flashcard in this section, it means that you type or you copy and paste the words that you are still unfamiliar, and then the flashcard on the first page, it's the sentences in English, but on the other page or the second page, because there is a flip flop, right? And the one side is the English sentence or the English words, and the other one is you can write the translation or the Bahasa version of that word or the sentence. And then I recommend you to use the app. The name is Anki, and it is used for creating flashcard. You can download it on your cell phone. In the cell phone, you can, if you use Android, there is Anki Droid, and it is a good for smart repetition. And then you can also record your voice. You record your voice, and then you read the sentences or the words that you put on the flashcard. And then you repeat that every day. You play again, and then you open again the flashcard at least maybe 1 month, or it could be like 2 months or 3 months. Then you will put those words and the sentences in your mind. So you will memorize the words and the sentences perfectly. It will last longer in your mind, in your memory. Okay, and then you repeat the sentences every day. After a couple months, go back and read again, and you'll be amazed how much more language you'll understand. Yeah, so now you can download on your cell phone Anki Droid if you use the Android. And then you find there are two sides. One side for the English words that you think it is new for you, that you are still unfamiliar. And the second one, you write the Bahasa version of the words or the sentences you found. Okay, so in the practicing reading, so we have learned about the website to practice your reading skill, and then the apps that you can use to take note the words or sentences you are still unfamiliar with. Okay. Now let's do some practice. Everyone, I need you to go to the website www.storyshares.org/books/view/filter, and then find a book you will like to read. You can check the level. If you want to start with the easy book, you can click level 1, and then the theme, and then click the free or premium. It's okay, but it only gives open some first pages. And then read the book, and after that share the book with us. Now I give you 5 minutes to do this practice. But if you have questions, please raise your hand.
Assalamualaikum. Selamat siang. Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Pak Agus Syahidin dan Bapak Ibu sekalian, mohon maaf sedikit interupsi. Jadi we plan to have a closing ceremony at 11:30, so we need 3 volunteers to deliver testimony about this program, about this webinar series. So we need 3 volunteers. If there is a participant who wants to be the volunteer, please speak up and tell us your name and also your satker. Please, Bapak Ibu, ada yang bersedia to be the volunteer, delivering the testimony about this?
Bahasa Indonesia, Pak Acep.
Bapak, kami perlu 3 sukarelawan untuk
dalam bahasa Indonesia apa dalam bahasa Inggris?
Oh, in English.
In English.
Yeah, but you can also use bahasa Indonesia, both English and bahasa Indonesia, it's okay. Jadi
Masukkan nama saya.
Aja, Pak. Oke, Bapak bersedia ya?
Bersedia.
Nama lengkap Bapak apa, Pak?
Saya tulis di chat, Pak.
Oke, siap Bapak. Dan
Terima kasih
ini
banyak.
Bapak ya, asal instansi Bapak ya Pak.
Baik.
Oke, siap Bapak. Satu volunteer sudah ada. We need 2 more volunteers, please.
I love to, Pak Abdullah, but I
Ya,
could
Pak
because
Acep,
Ya,
I willing to.
oke. Please write down your names in the chat box, your complete name, and then also your institutions, Ibu ya.
Oke. Thank you.
Oke. We need another one volunteer. Ibu Vera, are you there, Ibu Vera?
I'm here. Can you hear my voice?
Of
Yes.
course, clearly. Is it okay if you be one of the volunteers, Ibu Vera?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
ready. Absolutely
Okay,
ready.
Ibu Vera from Diskominfo Gorontalo.
Gorontalo. Siap, ya.
Okay,
Asep.
thank you very much,
Asep.
Pak Egas.
Asep.
Ya, Bapak.
yeah, I suppose my staff, Ibu Febriana Maulidia, also give her opportunity. I guess she's ready to give a presentation or speech
Okay,
in the end.
so there will be 4 volunteers, Bapak ya.
Ya.
Ibu siapa tadi, Pak?
Febriana Maulidia.
Pak Firman,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I think I cannot
yeah.
attend the closing ceremony because I just got a telephone from my mother. She's a little bit sick. I think I should go home.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, thank you, dear. Pak Asep, I would like to give a presentation of speech, but at the time I have something to do with my commissioner. This is a weekly meeting, so I could not join. I love to, but I could not. Sorry.
Yes, thank you, Bapak. We completely understand the situation, Bapak.
Yep.
Thank you very much for your willing, Bapak.
Yeah.
Oke, baik Pak Agus Syahidin, silakan dilanjut. Kita sudah ada 3 volunteer. Nanti akan deliver testimoninya sekitar jam 11.30 pada saat penutupan. Baik, terima kasih Bapak Ibu sekalian. Terima kasih Pak Agus Syahidin. Maaf mengganggu.
So it's 11:13. So 11:30.
Yes, the closing ceremony will be in 11:30. Okay, Pak Agus.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Finish.
Finish, Pak Agus.
All right. Okay.
The floor is yours, Pak Agus.
Right. Mr. Firman, have you read one
Yep.
of the books in that website?
Okay.
All right. So if you have read the book, so now you can share with us what book did you read, and then what was the book about?
Oh, no, not yet, Mr. Agus.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I give you time, 5 minutes to find the books suitable for you, and then share with us about
I'm
the
so
book.
sorry. I have a problem in finding the books. If you find the best one for me, I would like to read it.
All right. Okay. So you go to the website, and then
This website, okay. So,
I will share the website again. Yeah, you go to this one. This is the website. Okay. Yeah. Now you can pick from the books appeared on the screen, or you can just go to the filter on the left side. So click the reading level you think you are now. So maybe you are in level 3, and then you pick the interest level. So, but if you want to click any, you can go to all. And then the genre of the books. Maybe you would like something related to romance. You
Yeah.
click romance and click free and then filter. And the machine will help you to search the book suitable for you. Find just right choice at the very intersection. Okay, maybe not level 3, go to level 1.
Okay, level 1 is okay. I'm not good in reading.
Still the same. Doesn't want to give you any books.
Mr.
here.
Rogers,
Yes.
one should not only reading but also understanding what he has been reading. Is it correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But it takes more than one time to
Okay.
to really understand the context. Okay, I put all. Let's see. So there is a leap of faith and then blue snow. You click, for example, blue snow.
Yeah, blue snow. Blue snow.
And you click preview. Then you can start reading the books. Click in the book and then click the next page. This is the chapter 1.
Okay, let me try.
All right.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Can I try now?
Yeah, you may try if you want
Okay.
to directly read the books. Hope
Okay.
everybody feel okay about it. Yes.
Okay, so scroll above, please.
Scroll above. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, thank you. Mother said I had to try harder in school. I sat in car with my parents, getting ready to go to back. Sorry, getting ready to go back. Paul, study more. I love you, said Mom. She gave me a little kiss on my cheek. If you need anything, call us, said Dad. He shook my hand and patted my shoulder. I grabbed my blue suitcase and my backpack. Opened the car door. I got out and my parents drove away. The air was cold. Small snowflakes were blowing in the wind. I wiped my cheek to make sure Mom had not left any red lipstick. I didn't want the other boys to make fun of me. I don't like being laughed at. I walked toward the Giants. I walked toward the Giants stone building or Willow Hill Academy. There was snow on the roof and on top of all the tree branches. It looked like someone dropped wet paint over everything. My boots crunched. Okay, so thank you. My boots crunched the snow under my feet. Steam came out of my mouth as I exhaled the cold air. The first half of freshman year had been harder than I had imagined. The only class I'd gotten in was art. I talked back to my parents, so my report card over Christmas vacation. They had a talk with me about school. They were not happy with my grades. Sit down on the couch, Paul, Dad had said. Is it enough?
All on.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy. So this is the first time I read the novel by
English.
Yeah. We are not mad at you, my mom had added with a sweet smile on her face. I'd seen the letter from Willow Hill Academy in my dad's hands. Mom had sat next to my dad. Holding his arm, I'd been nervous. Drop of sweat had formed on the back of my neck. Oh my God. I always sweat first behind my ears. Yes, I always sweat in my hand also like this. When I get nervous, Mr. Agus, why? I don't know. This is a real me, I think.
Well, it happens to some people.
Yeah. When I got nervous, so in hurry, I'm getting late, so I get a sweat. I think this is really me. My dad then removed his glasses from his face.
It's connected to your heart.
Sorry?
Continue.
Yeah, thank you. May I continue or I stop it?
You may continue.
Okay, thank you very much. My dad then removed his glasses from his face. He gently placed his glasses on the table next to him. Paul, you can do better than this, he said. See in history, D in English, what's going on? What's going on, school? Oh my God, I get B, I get E in English. I can't read.
That's all right.
I can read as fast.
Maybe at the moment you get C, but you will get B next month, and then you will get A in the following month. So
Yeah. But I get C in reading, right? I get C in reading.
No,
I can
you're
read.
okay.
Yeah, I can read as fast as the other kids. No.
At the moment.
Yeah,
Next
at the
time
moment.
you read
The
faster
only
than
class, yes, the only class I like it. I like is art. I say the only time I can sit still and focus in when I'm drawing or painting. I was imagining things I want to paint, or I'm sitting in those other classes. You are a great artist, Paul, but you have to do well in your other classes too. My mom had told me. I promised them I would. I was going to do better in school, but the only thing I've been able to think about after thinking to my parents was an elf throwing a snowball at Santa. So I'd gone upstairs to my room and opened my notebook to draw a picture and a snowball exploding against Santa Big Belly. Thank you.
Okay, very good,
Oh, really?
Mr.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So next time you can open the website again, and then you can continue your reading.
Okay.
Every day, read books will give you more knowledge, more mental practice to improve, and then your psychology, psychology improvement. Like you get more wisdom from the books.
Thank you so much, Mr. Agus, for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, how about the others? Have you read the books and want to share with us? Miss Nur Wahida?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Want to share what you have read in the website?
Yes.
What books have you? Did you choose any books from the website to read? No. Okay.
Oh.
Now, how about if you haven't read the book, so you can read now? I will go to the next page, and then please read the text you see on the screen.
Okay.
Okay, well, how about if you...
Yeah, please, Mr. Wahida.
I heard someone yell my name.
From the boys were laughing and yelling.
Oh,
I pull on the big.
pull on the big.
I pull
Okay.
on the big red heavy.
Okay. I try. I pull on the big red heavy wooden door of the school and walked in. Inside was warm. All the boys were logging and yelling. They were throwing paper airplanes at each other. I heard someone yell my name. Paul Joyce. It was Thunder Jenkins. His real name was Greg. Everyone called him Thunder, tough, because he could burp louder than anyone at school. He yelled my name again. I started walking towards him, stopping for a second when a paper airplane soared in front of my face. Thunder was leaning against the stone wall of the hallway. The light above him illuminated the top of his head. It made his blonde hair look like it was made out of gold and fire. Next to him stood Scott Fitzgerald. Scott was thin and his coat always seemed too big for him. They were both waving me over. Thunder and Scott were my best friends. How was Christmas? Asked Thunder. It was okay, but my parents saw my report card, I said. Bummer, said Scott. Were they mad at you? I shrugged my shoulders. I didn't feel like talking about it. Not really. They taught me to try hard, I said. Thank you, Mr. Agus.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Yeah, so keep reading the books and enjoy the story. You can imagine the story, then it will help you to improve your English. Yeah,
I will try.
not only reading, could be the speaking and writing, and also listening.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. How about the others? I saw somebody was raising hands.
I want to
Yes.
try.
Oh, you want to try to read the book, or you have read the book from the website?
Okay, good morning for all the participants. I want to try. Bismillah. Which one?
Oh, you want to try from the website? I thought you have read the book from the website and you want to share what you get from the website. No?
Yes, I see the website.
Did you pick a book to
Yes.
read?
Yes, the title is Darius Quinton Coleman Boy Genius.
Okay, what is it about?
I share the screen.
Okay, you may share the screen. I'm going to stop sharing. Now you can share the screen.
Oh, gimana cara Gimana?
Can you share the screen? If you cannot, I will share it for you.
This is the first time I want to share the screen, but I don't know how to share the screen.
Did you find, if you go to the screen, there are some options at the bottom, and one of them is share screen. Did you find it?
Screen.
And then, yeah,
Okay,
click
one.
on the file that you want to share.
Share. Okay. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Yes.
First page. Chapter 1. Okay, Bismillah. Chapter 1. My mom figured out she had a problem on her hands when I was 3. She was taking a nap on the couch. I was supposed to be taking a nap in my room. I found a screwdriver in the hall closet upstairs and took apart the safety gate up at the top of our stairs. Then I went downstairs and dragged a stool across the kitchen floor, climbed up on it, and ate all the cookies she had hidden in the cupboard. My English is not good.
Good. Your English is good. Continue.
I don't have confidence.
When I was 4?
My reading. When I was 4, I took apart the TV. When I was 5, I put it back together. When I was 6, I was already making money by fixing fans, radios, and clocks for adults. What I can't do, at least not very well, is read. I look at a machine and then go home and draw every part of it to memory. They asked me to read the instruction book about how to use it. because I won't remember. I'll figure that out by doing it. My parents say I'm just like my great-grandfather, Darius Quinton, the first black aviator on Long Island. Back in 1916, he built his own airplane and flew it. He also invented all kinds of crazy machines. He left behind a lab filled with his drawings, his machines, and his airplane. Next, Mister.
Yeah, next. The whole page.
He inherited all of it. I also inherited his name. I'm Darius Quinton Coleman. Some people call me the boy genius. My mother also inherited his mechanical ability, and she's the one who passed it on to me. She's an artist who paints portraits for a living, but she can make or fix pretty much anything. She made a spinning wheel out of an old bicycle wheel, spun up a lot of yarn, and knit me a sweater. She built a greenhouse in our yard using old windows other people threw away. She built a beehive out of boards from a shed the neighbors tore down, and caught a swarm of wild bees to live in it. Every morning, we have honey from that hive on toast. My dad is a math professor at the New York Institute of Technology. He's not mechanically minded. He can change a light bulb. That's about it. But he's not exactly stupid either. We all live in my great-grandfather's house, a big, old, rambling place overlooking Clammer's Bay and Long Island Sound. He built it back in 1920 with money he made from his inventions. When I was little, my great-grandfather was an old man, but still as smart as ever. He taught me his version of the principles of physics. A body in motion stays in motion until friction stops it. A body at rest stays at rest. So Darius never rests. Keep moving and keep learning. He died when I was 10, and he was 110 years old. His gravestone says, "Friction finally got me." I still miss him, but I try to follow his advice, and I'm going to be an inventor like him. Okay.
Very good.
Mr. Agus.
Excellent. Yeah.
From
Excellent.
1 and 10, I want to hear you about my score.
Oh, I cannot score you. This is not examination. Right. Okay. So whenever you feel you are not confident enough, remember the last meeting that we had. So many people in Korea and Japan, they couldn't speak English, right? So it means that you are still much better than them. Don't try to compare people, but we have to gain our confidence. Yeah. And then you will figure out your mistake. If you do the mistake, you will figure out later. You don't have to know it right away. Every time you practice, you will more progress.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, keep practicing, keep reading, keep listening, and keep having conversation in English. Right? Okay. Thank you. Now you can stop the screen.
Mr. Agus, for your motivation.
You're welcome. Okay, now I'm going to call Miss Yu. You raise your hands first. Yeah, please, Miss Yu, you may open your camera and unmute your microphone. Miss Yu. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I go to the next participant, Miss Asmita.
Hello, morning.
Hi. Okay. So, what books do you want to share with us?
Yeah, I just open the website and I see some book and I choose one of them.
Okay.
The title is Free Fried Dreams.
Free
Free Fried.
free
Free Fried.
free fried dream.
Refried.
Refried dream. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it about?
It's tell us about the woman that she want to get a job and then the last he need a job and he need only but the only place hiring is the very last place he would ever want to work.
Oh, okay. And what happened with the person?
I don't know what is the end of the story because I just read the chapter 1.
But do you think that the book or the story is interesting for you?
Yeah, I think.
Nah, okay. Then keep continuing reading the book. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Asmita.
Okay.
Okay, now I move to Miss Lindiawati.
Hello, 1, 2, 3.
Hello. Hello, yeah, 1, 2,
Yeah,
3, 4,
sorry,
5,
I
6.
cannot open the cam. I used the PC at the office and no camera available.
Okay.
So
Sure,
if
no
you don't
problem.
mind, I would like just to read.
Okay.
I haven't read yet.
Oh, you want to read it? Okay,
Is it
please, you
okay?
can share the screen. Yeah.
Okay, let me try. Hold on a second. Which one? Okay. Oops. Okay. Everyone could see? Is everyone
Yeah,
could
we
see?
can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try it. I don't know. Just find out the title. I think it's a mystery.
Okay.
Okay. The title is The Sailor's House. Let me just read it for everyone here. The sky was getting dark and the wind was picking up. I should have been home an hour ago. I've been at my friend Charlotte's house and let the time get away from me. It was a good 4 miles to my house by road, but only a few minutes walk if I cut through the woods. I walked fast. The wind was sweeping the tops of the trees, making them look like giant paintbrushes, coloring the sky. A loud clap of thunder made me jump. A drop of rain as big as quarter hit my face. Here it come, I said out loud. I picked up my pace until I came to a clearing in the woods. This is the part of the trail that we dreaded. Here in the clearing sat the sailor's house. I stopped. The rain was coming down in buckets. I looked and didn't see the old sailor or his wild dog. There was another bright flash of lightning, and I swear I felt the heat of it. Immediately, a loud boom of thunder shook the ground. The sailor's wild dog started barking. I closed my eyes and ran as fast as I could past the horrible house. When I knew I was well past it, I stopped and checked behind me. The mean dog's barking grew louder. I ran until I came to the clearing across from my house. I caught my breath and hurried the rest of the way home, looking back often, making sure the old sailor wasn't following me home. I threw the door open and ran straight to the bathroom to dry off. My brother Tony looked up from the TV. You're getting the floor wet. Mama's going to kill you. Shut up, I told him. He shrugged his shoulders and ran back to his show. I managed to get out of my wet clothes and put on my pajamas. The sky was so dark, it made the 4 o'clock afternoon feel like late evening. The wind blew fiercely and the rain pelted loudly on our tin roof. I grabbed the towel and started whipping up the puddles of water I had made during my wild dash to the bathroom. Bam! A loud noise came from the front of the house. What was that? Tony asked, sitting straight up in a recliner. Bam! We heard again. I was frozen in place, clutching the soggy towel close to me. Tony and I looked at each other, our eyes wide. Turn the TV down, I whispered to him. We were locked in place, straining our ears to hear anything. Is someone at the front door? Tony asked softly. A loud clap of thunder shook the house, making us both shriek. I don't know, shriek. Okay. We ran to my room, locked the door, and sat on my bed, each of us hugging a pillow close. Tony, I think the old sailor followed me home. My voice shook as I whispered. Tony's eyes grew even bigger. We heard no more loud sounds except the rain, wind, and thunder. Still, we stayed huddled in my room until we heard Mama's voice. Kids, where are you? We bolted from the room to hug her. Someone was trying to get in the front door, I said. What? What are you talking about? We kept hearing banging in the front of the house. It was really loud, I told her. Oh, let's go take a look, Mama said. Tony and I both clutched into her as we walked to the dark foyer that leads to the front door. No one ever used this door except an occasional salesman or preacher. Mama switched on the foyer lights and opened the big, heavy door. She looked around the porch before opening the screen door next. When she walked out into the porch, the heavy rain blew in. I don't see anything. There's nothing out here, kids. What's that? I asked. The three of us looked out across the field from our front yard and saw a big black dog running towards the woods. That's the sailor's dog, I said, and a shudder ran through my body. Okay, friends, sorry too long. So if you're interested with this story, just open the website and continue yourself. Okay, thank you, Mr. Agus, for the opportunity, and
You're
thank you
welcome. You're welcome.
for listening.
Very good.
Sorry for
very
my
good.
bad pronunciation. Thank you.
Oh, guys, I think it's been the culture for our people. Yeah, we always say sorry, even though we did a very good job.
Yeah,
You did very good.
Thanks.
Miss Lydia. You're welcome. Okay, right. Okay, so who next? Miss Cindy or Miss Ratu? Miss Ratu first. Okay, Miss Ratu, what would you like to have now? Sharing what you have read, or you want to practice?
I just like to practice. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's okay. You may share the screen.
I couldn't share the screen because I joined the meeting with my smartphone.
Oh,
but I could open the website.
All right.
Would you mind?
Yeah,
Would you mind to share?
Oh, okay. I can share it for you.
Thank you.
What's the title of the book?
The Hike.
The Hike. Oh, the one that I opened there. The Hike. Okay. This one.
Yes.
Right? Oh, sorry. I didn't log in. Wait now. Still. Okay, I'm going to search here then. Is that horror movie? Is that horror novel?
Yes.
Yeah, it's horror if I'm not mistaken. It's horror, humor, horror. Last book. Thriller. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Here it is. Review. Okay. And this is the book. And you want to read the first page of the book? This one.
Yes.
Or maybe second page.
Second page. Okay.
Okay, this one. Yeah.
The chapter 2.
chapter 1 still, but the second page. We'll take a turn.
The first sentence is
We'll,
yes.
yeah, that's correct.
And start now.
Yeah, you can start from 1, 2, 3, go.
Yes. We'll take turns carrying your backpack, Eric offered. You first, he said, handing it to Tom. Figures, Tom muttered. I found a small, sturdy branch and tried to use it like a cane. I limped slowly down the trail. My ankle was throbbing and felt hot. I was so stupid for allowing this to happen to me. I knew the rule of hiking was to never step on a rock or a log unless you tested it first to make sure it was sturdy and secure. I had been too excited to get to the end of the trail. There we would come upon the great Bridal Veils Falls. I had only seen pictures of it, and it had looked amazing. In my haste, I'd stepped on a large rock. It had been loose and rolled. My foot became caught between it and another large rock. I went down hard. Eric and Tom were able to move the rock enough for me to remove my wedged foot. That's when the pain had hit. Eric and Tom both had looked at me with concerned and confused expressions. I knew they must have been wondering how I could make such an amateur mistake. I wondered it too. This was on me. When we then walked, or they walked, at least while I hobbled and leaned for what seemed like hours. Really, it was only 30 minutes. The pain in my ankle became too great at that point, and I told them that I had to sit down. It was 4:45. I knew we had to keep going. We couldn't be stuck out here in the dark. One of you is going to have to go ahead and get help, I said. I'm holding us up. I don't want all of us stuck out here at night. We can make this trail in the dark too risky. I'll go, Eric said. You and Tom keep moving as much as you can. I'll bring back help. For once, Tom didn't argue with him. Okay, Eric, be safe, I said. I'm sorry about all this. It's cool, Eric said. See ya in a little while, Tom said. You will, Eric said, and started down the trail. Tom let me lean on him with my arm around his neck. The trail was starting to slope downward and was getting quite steep. We came around a bend to where the fast-moving stream was parallel to the trail. I think you should soak you for a bit, Tom said. Good idea, I said. We made our way down a small bank to the water's edge. I sat and let the icy water soothe my ankle. Tom sat beside me, throwing pebbles in the stream. The water was so clear, we could see the pink streaks of the rainbow through as they swam by, glittering in the lowering sun. Tom looked deep in thought. You know, he said, I've never known anyone who has actually seen Bridal Veils Falls. Sure, everyone's heard of it, but I don't know anyone who's seen it.
Ibu Ratu nggak kedengeran suaranya.
Oh, nggak kedengeran?
Now we can listen. Maybe you need to, yeah.
Yes.
You need to put your cell phone near your lips.
Yes. Tom looked deep in thought. You know, he said, I've never known anyone who has actually seen Bridal Veils Falls. Sure, everyone's heard of it, but I don't know anyone who's seen it. Not even my dad. He wasn't even sure how to find the falls, and he knows everything about these mountains. Do you know anyone who's seen them? He asked. Come to think of it, I don't, I said. I've seen pictures of them. How did you find this camp, Wyatt? Tom asked. Actually, I found a map for this camp in an old atlas at my grandpa's hunting cabin. I've got it with me. Let me see my pack. Should I? Read it to the end of the page?
Yeah, I think it's enough. Yeah, we give another opportunity for the other participants.
Okay, thank you.
But you did very well. You did a good job in reading the text. you just need to keep continuing your readings. Yeah, finish the book. Feel the enjoyment. If you find new vocabularies, you don't have to stop. If you want to, if you use the extensive reading, you just continue, and then get the general information from the book. Doesn't have to be detailed.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you want to have an intensive reading, yeah, you can double check the words into dictionary.
Okay.
Right. Okay, thank you. Now I'm moving to Miss Cindy. Miss Cindy Rahmi,
Okay, good morning, Pak Agus.
Good morning. Have you read a book in that website?
Yes, actually, I already read chapter 1 of Math is Silence.
Math is Silence. Okay, what was the book about?
Actually, the chapter 1 is about telling us about a boy named Tyler who is portrayed as introvert boy, and he is a loner, and then but he has a creative mind inside it, and he has a small circle of his friend, and his parents always told him to be open to his parents if he has something in his mind. Sometimes he did it, but later he doesn't do it anymore because, well, it is said that maybe boys always keep everything in his mind.
That's true.
I think that's all.
That's the fact, right?
Okay.
About the boys. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Agus.
You're welcome. That's interesting story, though. Yeah, I'd love to read it. What's the title again, Miss Cindy?
Math is Silence.
Math in Silence.
Equals, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Cindy.
You're welcome, Mr. Agus.
Right. Now moving to Miss Winnie from Jabar. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Agus. Thank you for the opportunity. Maybe I have read just one page from the book. The book that I choose to read is I Want to Be a Writer. I have read this. There was Alex Ponte. He was 12 years old, but he wanted to be a writer, but he didn't understand English grammar like me. Maybe but he maybe I have read from the page 1 of the book that he tried the best for his dream, just to be a writer. That's all that I have from the book. I just read just one page, Mr. Agus.
One page, but makes you interested to continue.
Yes.
That's very
Yes.
That's very good. Yeah.
Yes, of course. I am interested to continue to read that book.
Yeah. Would love to have an opportunity to share it again in the future, maybe, if there is a time. Thank you, Miss Winnie.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Agus.
You're welcome. Now, Miss Fatima, you also raise your hand, so want to share what you have read?
Sorry?
Yeah. So what have you read in the website? What book's title, and what is it about?
I'm sorry, Mr. Agus, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know about the instructor, yeah.
Oh, okay. No problem.
I think I have to read kind of book, and then you can correction my reading.
Okay, you can read the book I share on the screen. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So this page, chapter 3, at campers. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go.
Aldrich, I said. That was the name of the old man we met coming in today. Must be his grandfather.
That owned his land. It seemed like days ago, what was only this morning when we pulled into the remote camp. We couldn't hear your voice. Yeah, connection problem, I think. We'd ridden a couple miles on what looked to be a cattle path
Yeah,
of
Mr.
grass.
Sorry.
Yeah, you may continue now.
Okay.
That's old hunting truck. Oh. Maybe she has problem with the connection. Okay, you did very good job, guys. Now give applause for all of you, and then keep continuing your practice in reading. Open the website and select the books that you want to read. Do you have any questions before I move to the next discussion? Any questions? No? Okay, it's gonna be...
Mr. Agus,
Yes?
can I do
Continue.
more?
Oh, yeah, sure,
Then,
please,
okay.
Fatima. Okay.
Please, sir.
I'll share again the page. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
sorry, the connection is... Okay, it seemed like days ago, but was only this morning when we pulled into the remote camp. We'd ridden a couple miles on what looked to be a cattle path of grass and dips and rocks. That old hunting truck had scraped loudly at every dip and bump. There wasn't really a sign to announce that we had arrived. Instead, the road had ended at a small wooded plot. It's slow and driven in. The first campsite when we came upon, we found a man sitting in a rocker, rattling a can of wood. An old hound dog had laid at his feet. His warm fit denim overalls and heavy black work boots. It would be difficult to guess his age because of the thick grey beard that had hung down to his chest. It makes his feature to where all you could see were his cold eyes and ample nose. He'd been a big man, not fat, the kind of big a man gets from hard work. He was broad and tall.
Oh,
He waved, yeah?
yeah.
Can I
He
continue?
waved? Yeah, you may continue.
He waved to us, so we didn't felt obligated to say hello. He stopped but didn't walk to the truck. He spoke loudly from a small distance. Howdy, he had said. Where you boys from? Just from the mountain. In Bethel. I had answered him. I'm dreaded. I'll read it, but people call me dread. And this here is Siba, he said, pointing to the horn. I'd answer him with polite words and a smile. A great night for camping, full moon. You boys, be careful out there. Them woods are dark and deep. Yes, sir, we will, thank you. I had said, being polite. We drove past him and Eric said something to the effect that his dad is what gives us mountain people a bad name. He looks like something straight out of a movie about them hillbillies, he said. The next campers we had encountered were a couple probably in their 20s. They sat in fold-out camping chairs. The man was preoccupied were trying a fishing lure, and the ladies had sweating at guns. They didn't seem to notice us as drive by. The road curved, and we saw another camp campsite, and a well-tanned middle-aged man sat in a small hammock. He wore he wore he wore sunglasses and gave a rather creepy grin as we drove by. His camp looked as if he had been there a while. He had cooking pots hanging over his fire, a clothesline, and a ample stack of wood. We had drove past him to find more secluded spot.
Okay, very good. Good, very good. Okay. If you find there are many words that you don't understand, maybe you can find another books with lower level in reading, yeah. But if you want to challenge yourself, that's okay. You can push yourself to read the books that has many new vocabularies, but you better spend your time to look up the words into dictionary. So check, oh, what does it mean? What is the context of this sentence? Yeah, and it will improve you more and more.
Okay.
We should be different. Yes, Miss Fatima, do you want to say something?
I think this paragraph I have found many words that I cannot understand.
Yeah, unfamiliar.
Yeah.
Unfamiliar words. Yeah, so maybe this book is above your level. So maybe you need to find other books.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Agus. Halo.
Agusnya nge-freeze ya?
Iya, sekarang gantian Pak Agus yang nge-freeze. Nge-freeze setelah dengar bacaan saya ya.
Berarti terpesona, Mbak.
Sorry, my laptop is freezing, but I can still connect it with the cell phone. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear
Okay,
you.
here it is. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my laptop because I use different provider for the laptop and the cell phone. Yeah. So like if you study math in the beginning, but you prefer or you choose studying sing, cos, tangan first before you study the multiply, the subtract or the dividend. So it will give you stress in your head. So step by step, pick the one that suits you first.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Agus.
You're welcome. Okay, anyone who wants to share again? I think that's enough, yeah? We need to move to another sections of the listening, but let's have a break for 5 minutes because it's supposed to be until 10, but we need to stop at 11:30, so we can have a break for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I need to find out the problem with my laptop connections. Yeah, so I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Okay.
You can get some drinks or go to the toilet.
Okay, Mr. Agus.
Oh, sampah suruh gitu. Bentar, tadi oh benar ada juga tolong gitu ya. Ya. Ya, baca.
Mengisi waktu Pak Acep, mana Pak Acep?
All right, so while we're waiting for my other device, so could you please wait until I got the solutions for my sister. So anyone wants to practice the reading again? Ah, there she is. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, please, if you want to try to read the script, you can share the screen. I am now joining the meeting. I just forgot the password. Yeah. Yeah, please, for the students who want to practice the reading.
Ibu Alin?
Yeah, Bu Alin. Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Agus. Can you hear my voice clearly?
Perfectly, yes.
Langsung share screen ya? Atau dari Pak Agus?
From you, share screen.
From me, share screen. Okay, I will search. Okay. The title is Runaway Tale. Maybe I want to read first chapter, Mr. Agus.
Okay, please.
He knew that below.
Responsive listening. Responsive listening is giving response to the speaker. So responsive listeners, they demonstrate to the speaker that they are listening and understanding what is being said, which encourage the speaker to continue. So you can, in the middle of the conversation or of the talk, so you can give verbal response atau non-verbal. Verbal response is like, yeah, oh, I see. Right. Really? So that's verbal response. Or you can be paraphrasing short phrase to show what you like. I went to Bali last week. Bali, it's also a verbal response. For the non-verbal response, it could be smiling. You can smile to the speaker. Of course, there are situations that is appropriate and non-appropriate. And then appropriate facial expression. Yeah, show your expressions on your face to indicate that you understand or engage with the topics that the speaker is delivering. And then an affirmative nod of the head. You can nod it. Or eye contact, good eye contact. Yeah. Or minimizing distractors by turning off cell phones. You turn off the cell phone. You put the cell phone away. And then taking notes. It's one of the non-verbal responses that you can do. And then leaning slightly toward the speakers. Yeah. Okay, and then the last mode is active listening. It is active because it combines the skill of listening and responding without invalidating the speaker's comment, giving the speaker personal opinions, advice, and trying to draw ownership of the conversation away from the speaker. So, it comes from two sides, between the speaker and the listener. So they don't have to finish all the story, but you can say something in the middle to respond the conversation. Right. Monitoring the communication of a message at both the content and feeling level. Try to understand not only the content, but also the feeling of the speaker. And then paying attention to what people say, how they say it, and why they're saying it. Okay, and then sending back for verification to accuracy by using your own words, by paraphrasing the information given by the speaker. So it's an active listening. So you show the listener that you also need, you also have some thoughts or some opinions about their topics. Okay. So this is active listening. Okay, there are 7 tips to improve our English, especially in the listening skill. So number 1, choose comprehensible input. So know what you like to listen and what you will be interested in listening to. And then second, listen to what you enjoy. If you enjoy about football, so you can listen to speech about football. If you enjoy about politics, you can listen to conversation or a speech about politics. And then focus on big picture, not small details. Don't put yourself in a burden of unfamiliar vocabularies. No, if you cannot catch the meaning of the vocabularies or the words that are spoken by the speaker, it's normal because we are not native speaker. They speak faster than what we expect. So sometimes we cannot follow them. So we miss some words. That's okay, as long as we know exactly the general or the big picture of the conversation or of the speech, then you will continue to the conversation. Don't make yourself guilty by not catching the words. Yeah. And then listen and re-listen at different speed. If you want to practice, you've downloaded the video or the audio, and then remember in video player or audio player like Windows Media Player, you can set up the speed, the velocity of the speech. So you can you can set up the speed into 0.5. So it means slower than the normal talk atau recording. And then if you want to listen a faster version, you can increase the speed, right? Okay. And then number 5. Okay, number 5. I couldn't unmute. Yes, number 5. Learn actively by taking notes. So you can take notes while you are listening to the audio or video. And then number 6. Vary your listening routine. So you can, like today, you listen about weather, and then tomorrow you will listen about music. You will listen about movie the following day. So you can make some other topics. You choose different topics in every practice. And then be patient. Learning takes time. So as we studied before, could you please mute the microphone, Mr. Arwanto? Yeah. Okay, so be patient because learning takes time. So as we know that people, they start from elementary school until they reach the education in the university. It happens to any study any lesson. So you don't expect a quick master in listening if you don't practice as much as you can. Yeah. That's up schedule to practice. Right. By the way, I cannot mute the participants because maybe I'm not the host or the co-host. Yeah. All right. Okay. And then we are going to listen to a video. So I'm going to show you a video. So it's going to be listening practice for you. In this listening section, you are going to watch a video of Steve Jobs giving a speech. And then I need you to watch the video and then take a simple note. Take a note while you are watching the video. And then after you finish, and then we come back to focus on the lesson. So you give or share your feedback after watching the video. And then telling a summary. What was the video about? And then your critical thinking, your opinion, or your experience. Yeah. Can you follow what I have said? So what we are going to do? Watch video and then take note about the information given in the video. And then third, share the feedback by giving the summary of the video and then your critical thinking, your opinion or experience. Are you ready for that? Guys?
Ready.
Okay, right. Yeah, here it is. Going to share the sound, and the video lasts for about 10 or 12 minutes.
Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out of Reed College after the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months or so before I really quit. So why'd I drop out? It started before I was born. My biological mother was a young, unwed graduate student, and she decided to put me up for adoption. She felt very strongly that I should be adopted by college graduates, so everything was all set for me to be adopted at birth by a lawyer and his wife. Except that when I popped out, they decided at the last minute that they really wanted a girl. So my parents, who were on a waiting list, got a call in the middle of the night asking, "We've got an unexpected baby boy. Do you want him?" They said, "Of course." My biological mother found out later that my mother had never graduated from college and that my father had never graduated from high school. She refused to sign the final adoption papers. She only relented a few months later when my parents promised that I would go to college. This was the start in my life. And 17 years later, I did go to college. But I naively chose a college that was almost as expensive as Stanford. And all of my working class parents' savings were being spent on my college tuition. After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. And here I was, spending all of the money my parents had saved their entire life. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. It was pretty scary at the time, but looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. The minute I dropped out, I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me and begin dropping in on the ones that looked far more interesting. It wasn't all romantic. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with. And I would walk the 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. I loved it. And much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on. Let me give you one example. Reed College at that time offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction in the country. Throughout the campus, every poster, every label on every drawer was beautifully hand calligraphed. Because I had dropped out and didn't have to take the normal classes, I decided to take a calligraphy class to learn how to do this. I learned about serif and sans serif typefaces, about varying the amount of space between different letter combinations, about what makes great typography great. It was beautiful, historical, artistically subtle in a way that science can't capture, and I found it fascinating. None of this had even a hope of any practical application in my life. But 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me. And we designed it all into the Mac. It was the first computer with beautiful typography. If I had never dropped in on that single course in college, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces or proportionally spaced fonts. And since Windows just copied the Mac, it's likely that no personal computer would have them. If I had never dropped out, I would have never dropped in on that calligraphy class, and personal computers might not have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart even when it leads you off the well-worn path, and that will make all the difference. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew, we hired someone who I thought was very talented to run the company with me. And for the first year or so, things went well. But then our visions of the future began to diverge, and eventually we had a falling out. When we did, our board of directors sided with him. And so at 30, I was out, and very publicly out. What had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating. I really didn't know what to do for a few months. I felt that I had let the previous generation of entrepreneurs down, that I had dropped the baton as it was being passed to me. I met with David Packard and Bob Noyce and tried to apologize for screwing up so badly. I was a very public failure, and I even thought about running away from the valley. But something slowly began to dawn on me. I still loved what I did. The turn of events at Apple had not changed that one bit. I'd been rejected, but I was still in love. And so I decided to start over. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. During the next 5 years, I started a company named Next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. Pixar went on to create the world's first computer-animated feature film, Toy Story, and is now the most successful animation studio in the world. In a remarkable turn of events, Apple bought Next, and I returned to Apple, and the technology we developed at Next is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. And Lorene and I have a wonderful family together. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I hadn't been fired from Apple. It was awful tasting medicine, but I guess the patient needed it. Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking, don't settle. My third story is about death. When I was 17, I read a quote that went something like, "If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right." It made an impression on me, and since then, for the past 33 years, I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become the old and be cleared away. Sorry to be so dramatic, but it's quite true. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Right. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Yeah. Okay, so who wants to share what you get from the video?
Jom dulu ya.
Yeah. Mr. Ahmad, Wari, want to share something? Yeah.
I'm sorry,
What did you get from the video?
Sorry, Mr. Agus. I actually didn't watch from the beginning. I just joined because I had something to do before.
Oh,
So-
but did you watch the middle to the last part of the video?
No. I just saw the very last part of the video. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Stay
That's what I
hungry, stay
heard.
foolish.
Yeah,
Yeah, stay
sorry.
hungry, stay foolish, Mr. Ahmad. Okay, thank you. How about Mr. Fuad, Muhammad Fuad? No? Miss Intan, Tanjung Pharmacy? What was the video about, and what did you learn from the video?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sebentar ya, Kak. Thank you, Mr. Agus, for the opportunity. That's the great video. I love to move to watching the video. I want to watch it again.
You want to watch it again? I'll send you the video.
Okay. That's the video give me a great motivation to do my daily life better than before. Okay. There's three points she said on this video, the first is connecting the dots. So we have to menghargai apa ya?
Appreciate.
Ya, apa ya bahasanya? Menghargai setiap langkah hidup kita gitu ya.
Yeah, we have to appreciate every step we make.
Yes, and don't be ya apa ya bahasanya? Aduh, saya susah mengungkapkannya pas bentar. Ya.
Don't be.
We have to respect on everything we had done.
Yeah, we have done
before.
Yeah.
If we got the fail, that's the great pembelajaran apa ya Pak? That's the great lesson, yeah. That's the good lesson for us to be a good person in future.
Right.
The second point is about love and loss. We have to do anything we love and love anything we do, and don't to be sedih.
Sad. Don't be sad.
Yeah, don't to say don't to be sad about our loss, because that makes us more
strong.
Strong, yes. The last thing about stay foolish. Yes, this is the powerful point for me. We have to thinking about what would we do today if tomorrow we die.
Yeah.
So we have to the best thing do the better thing before than yesterday. Okay.
That's right. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Sintan.
Oh,
That's a
thank
very
you.
nice feedback. Right. Okay, we now we are listening from Mr. Abadianto. Mr. Abadianto, could you please turn on your camera and unmute your microphone?
Okay.
Hi.
Thank you, Pak. He was Steve Jobs, yeah?
Yeah, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, one of the men I admire, because his story of life and his story about his achievement with Apple. Even though I don't have Apple.
But you eat apple every day.
Eat apple, yeah. The most important thing that I got from his story is a word that follow your heart and intuition. That's I keep until now. Before I heard from him, follow your heart and intuition. Follow our heart. It means that we have God, we have faith. So if we always talk to our God, talk to the people that they have a lot of experiences. So if you want to follow your heart, it could be easy, and it will make your intuition getting sharply, I guess, ya Pak.
Agree.
And then, yeah, fortunately, I always my heart and my intuition for doing my job. So, Alhamdulillah, until now, I have my best decision in my position now. And then, the most important thing as well for for his works. I mean, for his achievement in Apple and Apple product. He told us that don't sell anything. Don't sell anything if you want to be close to your customer. Don't say any words that Apple, the specification of Apple, blah 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 blah. Don't do like that. He said like that. Don't do like that. But keep Apple, keep your product to appreciate your customer. Then your customer will be your will be your loyal customer. That's the same theory with Apple, Nike, and Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
That's the good things that I got from Steve Jobs, from Nike and Coca-Cola. That's the good things from him. That's all, Pak. Thank you.
very nice thought. Thank you so much, Mr. Abadianto. Yeah, so we have learned many things from the speech. Okay, anyone wants to share again? Should I call one of your names? Miss Silvani Dianita? I give you opportunity now to share.
Sorry, I'm a community. I'm a team from BPSD.
Oh, your committee. Okay. Miss Arti Juita. Yeah, I mentioned your name now. Okay, now please unmute your microphone. Yeah, hello, Miss Arti.
Halo, Bapak Agus. But I'm sorry, I didn't catch all the conversation in the film because I just arrived to my office, and when the movie is shown in the this webinar, I'm still riding my car, and maybe can I tell about something another?
Oh, sure, no problem. Yeah, please.
Maybe I want to share something about my experience or my opinion when I get this course. Can I, Pak Agus?
Yeah, but not that, yeah, make it clear and
even this is out of the topic, but I'll try to speak in English because in this course or webinar, I try to leveling my effort in understanding when someone else talking or speaking in English, and I try to understanding more fast if I read some book or article in English because now very many book or article that we have that we need to help me in my office task in English. The book or article is in English, so I think I have to try to leveling my English ability.
Yeah.
I don't know what should I talking about.
But that's okay. I do agree with you.
I very thanks that Pak Agus give me opportunity to speak English in this session. Thank you, Pak Agus.
Thank you. Keep fighting and learning English. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Arti. Okay, maybe one more participants I will call. Now is Mr. Rio Setiawan. Mr. Rio Setiawan, are you there? Oh. No, it's not. Okay, Miss Anna Khairan from LPSK. Yeah, could you please unmute your microphone?
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm sorry I can showing the camera because the network is not stable. Okay,
right.
maybe I think what I can get from the video is being successful is don't happen by magic. Yeah. Success depend on the action or a step you take to achieve it. I really love his two words. Yeah. First is, if you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. This hit me hard. Yeah.
Don't settle, right?
Yeah. And second word is, when you stop learning, you get left behind. Never stop educating yourself. That's it, maybe.
Yeah. So it can be said that don't be too happy in a comfort zone. You need to be full and learn something. Okay. Mr. Herdian Prasetyo Bangda, please. Now it's your turn to share your thought and opinion about the speech of Steve Jobs.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to share my opinion about what we have seen before. In my opinion, that Mr. Steve Jobs is about his keep on struggling, no hard feelings, and keep on moving forward, even though a company had decided to kick him because of they must talk that the decision to being kicked him is the best decision that the company had, because they must have some reason for kicking him out. That's why for someone who has been kicked, it must be had some reason that he's not useful anymore, or perhaps they had a better person for his position. Meanwhile, Mr. Steve Jobs didn't have he didn't have hard feeling about that. He keep on struggling and keep on they made an invention and keep on and he found something valuable that Apple recruit him and his invention. That's why for some people that has been kicked for his company or his and from his position, it must be some reason for his superior that made that decision. We should not no hard feeling, but keep on producing, keep on inventing on something, keep productive.
Keep productive.
I think that's my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Herdian. So there must be a reason, yeah, after a situation. Like everything happens for a reason. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? No. Okay. So as we have listened to the participants who have shared their opinions or their feedback or what they have, what they got from the video, we could conclude that so we don't have to understand every detail of the information given by the speaker, but at least we understand the big picture of what he said. So that's the main point. Yeah. So doesn't know all the words in the video or doesn't know all the words as stated by the speakers, please don't make you stop improving your listening skill. We are talking listening in general. We are not studying about preparing listening for assessment. That's going to be different. Yeah. So the best thing for us to improve English is to use the English in our daily communication, not only to pass the test. Yeah. So we have learned two skills since this morning. First is reading, and just a moment, it was the listening skill. Now moving to the next one. All right. Okay, now the third skill that we are going to discuss today is speaking. Yeah. Okay. The key to improve your speaking skill is speak, speak, and speak. Yeah. If you don't speak, so you don't start improving your speaking skill. Anything. What we have discussed in the beginning this morning. We feel hesitate to express what's in our mind because we don't have sufficient information. We don't have sufficient knowledge in our mind. So to improve your speaking skill, one of the way is to improve your reading skill too. Read more, then you have many information, much information to share with other people. Okay, now this is your task for today. I need you to record yourself in 1 minute video and tell about first your introduction, and then you continue your introduction with these following topics. So choose one of them, and then you speak up for about 1 minute and record them and send it to the Zoom chat room, chat box, or to my WhatsApp number. And after I receive all the videos, I'll share the videos on the screen. Yeah. Can you do it for me now?
Yes, sure.
All right. Okay, now please record yourself in a 1 minute video and tell about your introduction and pick the topics I suggested here.
How do we send the video later on if we done recording?
Here in the box, send your video to Zoom chat box or to my WhatsApp number.
I see. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Right, finish. I haven't received anyone from my WhatsApp. Have I? Oh wait, yes, I have. There are one student, one participant. Okay, right. Still waiting from the others. Oke, baik Pak Titus. Dan Ibu Yayu tadi tidak apa-apa, you got a connection problem. I understand. That's okay, Ibu. It's fine. We have 3 participants have sent the video. Okay, still waiting for the video from other participants. So I've received few of them already.
Good morning, Bapak Ibu. Thank you for the opportunity that given to me to make this video, a short video about myself, but
Hello everyone, my name is Christine Oktanita. I work in BPS Statistik Indonesia, expertise in translator right now. My memorable experience is
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to fulfill what Mr.
Okay, we've got the video from Mr. Irfan. I'm downloading it.
takabur. Maybe at the time, maybe I feel takabur, so I face it very, very optimistically. Suddenly, when I get born my youngest sons, bleeding happened to me, and I.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Irfan. How about the others? Still waiting.
Pak, I have already sent my video to your WhatsApp number.
Oh, let me double check. Andi ya?
Abadi.
Oh, Pak Abadi. Oh ya, ya. Yes. Okay. Right. Thank you, Pak.
You're welcome, sir. Do I have to send in this Zoom or?
No need. Once you have sent it to WhatsApp, I can download it from the WhatsApp chat. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Ibu Alim.
Okay.
Mr. Agus.
Yes.
I'm so sorry I could not join this program. I have to say goodbye because I have a weekly meeting. So I hope this program will continue next time.
Hopefully,
and hopefully
yes.
the closing ceremony will going on. And thank you for everything. I have good and many value from this program, so I can join this program next time. For everybody, have fun. I'm so sorry I cannot join your group in WhatsApp because I could not join it. So thank you so much, Pak Agus.
Thank you so much, Pak Firman. My pleasure.
Bye, Mr. Firman. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
If everyone comes to Padang, please call me. I have you can get my number by Ibu Diah Febrena Maulidia.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Bapak. Bye.
Izin live ya.
Mr. Firman.
Ya, oke. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Bapak. All right, maybe I'm going to play the videos that I have downloaded from the WhatsApp. So there are 4 videos that I'm going to show now while I am waiting until all videos downloaded. Okay. I think I need to open it to Windows Media Player.
Good morning, Bapak Ibu. Thank you for the opportunity that given to me to make this video, a short video about myself. But good morning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this occasion, allow me to make
Okay. Yeah, going to show you through WhatsApp. I'm going to share the WhatsApp. Oops. Yeah. First, I'm going to share the video from the videos that I have downloaded. So this video comes from Miss Arthia. Let's listen to her.
Bapak Ibu, thank you for the opportunity that given to me to make this video, a short video about myself. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Arti Juwita. I work for Research and Innovation Agency of Indonesia, especially in the public relation officer. Actually, I'm not too expert in the public relationship because my education is a pharmacy, so I never get formal education about public relation or something equalis that public relation. But I try to do the best when I have that job. That job become to me when there are equalization from the structure officer to the functional officer. But overall, thanks God, I always do my best for my job. And then I try to tell about my memorable event. I think the most memorable event, it's not just the make us happy, but some things, the memorable event is make me maybe sad, or maybe have give something for that event. The memorable event that I always remember is when I get born my fourth children, my youngest children. At that time, the doctor that accompanied me to born my youngest sons told me that I'm in a very good condition and there is no complication in my health. So I face it with very, very optimistically. But sometimes it's very thin different from optimistic and takabur. If we in the Muslim, we know the word of the takabur. Maybe at the time, maybe I feel takabur, so I face it very, very optimistically. Suddenly, when I get born my youngest takabur, maybe at the time.
Yeah. Okay. So we have something to be informed from Pak Acep. So let's pause a moment. Yeah, Pak Acep, you said that you wanted to deliver something.
Oke, Pak Agus Syahidin dan Bapak Ibu sekalian yang terhormat, mohon maaf terinterupsi. So here we are now, almost at the end of the event. So is it possible for us to start sharing the wrap up or the resume of this webinar series? Pak Agus Syahidin, because at 11:30 we are scheduled to have the closing ceremony by BPSDM Kemendagri.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
But do you still have something, videos or anything to share, Pak Agus?
No, this is the last project that I asked the students to do to comply. So they made a video and then we compiled their videos and then show them. So once they see their recording, so they can analyze.
Okay.
Maybe I did a mistake. Maybe I supposed to say like this. So it happens. So that's how we improve our speaking. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that's all what I can give you for today's seminar. Thank you so much.
Pak Agus, please join us until the closing ceremony. Oke, Pak Agus.
Alright.
Oke, Bapak Ibu sekalian, ini yang telah kita lakukan sejauh ini. Oke, Pak Lutfi, please help us to share the materials.
Okay. I will share the presentation.
Start from the beginning, Pak Lutfi. Okay. So now we are almost at the end of the event. So we are gonna make a resume or a wrap up. Okay, continue, Pak Lutfi. What have we learned during the seminar? On day 1, section 1 in the morning, we already have the materials from Philip Wary, and he shared us about what do we really need, learning English or using English. Okay, and he also talked about 4 most frequently used in daily conversations. They are present, future, and past tense. Just the 4 and present continuous. While the other 12 sentences, we just frequently use them. But please pay attention to the 4 most frequently used in our daily conversation. And then session 2, at the afternoon session, he talked about mastering English and the challenges. And also sharing session where there are many participants talk, deliver, and share their idea. Okay, next, Pak Lutfi. Day 2, in the morning session, I share the video, teaching English without teaching English. So the purpose is to convince you that we can learn English not only formally but also informally from anything, from any resources. Okay, you can learn English from YouTube, from WA group, or from anything, not only from the formal textbook. And then I also shared the tips and tricks to speak English freely and confidently through a video. Okay, sample of Western people confidently speaking Bahasa Indonesia. Even she made many mistakes, grammatical mistakes, and then also pronunciation, which is incorrect, but still she is very confident. Okay, and we know that we can understand what she talks about. Okay, next, there is also a video learning a language. Speak it like you are playing a video games. It's a tips and trick from the speaker to convince us that while we are speaking, we don't need to think about too many grammatical rules. Just do it, just like playing video games. Okay, the focus is to your audience. You must convince that you can deliver the message clearly. Okay, next, Pak Lutfi. In the afternoon session, Pak Agus Syahidin shared the video about the Korean and Japanese people who speaks English. Okay, the purpose of this video are to show us all that not only Indonesian people, but also Korean people, Japanese people, Vietnamese, or any other Asian countries, African countries, Arabic countries, that speak English. The pronunciation, the grammar, maybe there are many mistakes, but all we need is to be confident. Okay, next, Pak Lutfi. Okay, day 3, it's about public speaking. The trainer or the facilitator was Pak Ferry Ferdiansyah, and he talked about in the morning session about introduction to public speaking, deeper understanding about public speaking, and he also talked about the importance of public speaking and organize the speech. In the afternoon session, he talked about boosting your confidence level in speaking to others, and also about physical appearance and body language. Next, Pak Lutfi. Day 4, today, this morning session, Pak Agus Syahidin just delivered us the speaking, listening, and reading focus through some books materials, and hopefully all of the materials useful for all of us. Okay, and now session 2, I'm delivering the wrap up of the whole webinar. And thank you, Bapak Ibu sekalian, for your participation and attendance to this webinar. Next, Pak Lutfi. Okay, here's the recap of the number of participants. In October 25th, in the morning session, there were 500 participants. And in the afternoon, there were only 367 participants. Okay. The next day, on October 26th, there were 365 participants in the morning, and in the afternoon, there were only 333 participants. The next day, on October 27th, there were 365 participants in the morning, and in the afternoon, there were only 330 participants. And today, this morning, there are 171 participants, okay, in the morning. But now, at 11:12, there are only 154 participants. Okay, next, Pak Lutfi. Now it's time for the testimony. Okay. Previously, I have asked who are willing to be the...
Halo, Pak Asep?
Iya, Ibu.
Mungkin nanti testimoninya dilakukan pada saat penutupan saja, gitu.
Oke, baik Ibu.
Jadi nanti kita akan sampaikan. Jadi nanti 3 orang ini mungkin mohon izin Bapak Ibu yang akan memberikan testimoni dapat menyampaikannya pada saat kita akan penutupan di jam 11.30 kali ya. Dan kemudian nanti kita akan
baik, terima kasih Ibu.
Sampaikan kembali terkait dengan resume kegiatan yang tadi sudah disampaikan oleh Pak Acep juga. Silakan dilanjutkan. Masih ada waktu kurang lebih.
Oke, next Pak Lutfi. Oke, Ibu. The success indicators. For this training, for this webinar, we are gonna provide the success indicators as follow. First, the continuous participation during the whole sessions of the webinar, morning and afternoon session, from October 25th to October 28th. And then the activeness of all participants during the webinar. 3 questionnaires through Google Form, which we have already shared. It is shared by our friend, our colleague, Mr. Lutfi. And please, Bapak Ibu, fill out the Google Form and send it back to us. Okay, and then number 4, level of confidence consists of good, excellent, and extraordinary. For us, all participants who talk in this webinar have good confidence level. Some of them who have excellent confidence level, and each of them have extraordinary confidence level. Number 5, level of English competency consists of beginner, basic, intermediate, and advanced. Okay, me, Mr. Philip, and Pak Agus Syahidin will discuss on it to determine which participants is in the beginner level, basic level, intermediate level, or advanced level. Okay, continue, Pak Lutfi. Okay, now since we are in the Youth Pledge ceremony today, October 28th, we believe that all of us are lifelong learners. And now, please, we do our pledge. I want you to repeat after me our oath. Okay, Pak Lutfi, please unmute all the participants. We all promise to be lifelong learners who always develop our competency, knowledge, and professionalism. So we can share all the participants. Bapak Ibu, it is an honor for us to deliver the materials to accompany during the webinar, and hopefully we believe We strongly believe that all of us are lifelong learners who will always want to develop ourselves, to develop our competency, our knowledge, and professionalism, so we can serve better to our country and nation. Please do it, because we, the people of Indonesia, really depend on you all as the civil servant. And thank you. This webinar shows us that you are all lifelong learners who always want to develop yourself. Thank you very much for Better Indonesia. We are sure that we can do it. Okay, thank you Bapak Ibu sekalian. Ibu Silvani, dipersilakan.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Acep, and for me to interrupt for this session. Well, we are still waiting for our head of Human Resource Development, Bapak Dr. Teguh Setiabudi. Until that, maybe we can still sharing about our experience for the conversation of English, if you don't mind, because we have still time to sharing.
Of course,
Mr. Acep, maybe you can moderate all participants. So during this time, we can use our critical time until 12 o'clock, until our head come and join to us and give us a closing ceremony for this program. So please,
okay.
Mr. Acep, you can continue again
Baik,
this
Ibu.
program. Thank you.
Okay. Pak Agus Syahidin, are you still there,
Yes,
Pak Agus Syahidin?
I am.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Pak Agus Syahidin, we still have around 10 to 20 minutes. Is there anything else you want to share to the participants? Another video of the participants?
Sure. Yeah. I would like to show other videos from the participants. Wait. Okay, here we go.
Maybe I feel takabur, so I face it very, very optimistically. Suddenly, when I get born my youngest sons, bleeding happened to me, and I get unconsciously or fainted, pingsan, and then in my fainted, I met a lot of people in the white clothes with the smiling face and sparkling face come to me, but suddenly at the same time I heard my youngest boy cry, and I wake up, and that's my the most memorable things that happened to me. And the inspiring people to me is, of course, my parents, because my parents, they always give us sincerely love every day and every time. That's all that I can tell about me. Thank you for listening and always help for Bapak Ibu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Pak Agus, how many participants have already sent the video to you?
I would like to fulfill what Mr. Agus Syahidin want to do to.
Pak Agus, please unmute the speaker.
Well, my name is Baby Denian.
How many participants have sent you the video?
There are many, but I haven't downloaded all, so they're still on my cell phone.
In Indonesia.
Okay. Is your cell phone strong enough to download all the videos?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
And for my memorable
Okay.
when I become a mom, when I get birth 3 of my children, 2 sons and 1 daughter. And for the ideas to the world is I hope that the world will be cleaned from any kind of pollution.
Bagus.
Water, air,
Are you sharing the video?
Yeah, I am.
and then for
Because the volume, I think it's too low.
even though my dad already passed away, but I still, he's the one that I admire most.
We
And
cannot really hear the voice.
what happened today, according to the recently happened about COVID-19, I do hope that everything gonna be better and stay healthy, everyone. Okay, thank you. I think that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Christine Oktanita. I work in BPS Statistik Indonesia, expertise in translator right now. My memorable experience is when my daughter got her open heart surgery in 2020. My ideas for the word is life is hard, but you need God to cope with the hardest of life. Somebody I admire the most is Yakub Susabda. Maybe he doesn't really famous, but he is a very well-known preacher. And last, my concern is young mom, who struggle with family life. Thank you.
Okay, Pak Agus, you're the speaker, Pak Agus.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
By the way, Pak Agus, many participants have already shared their memorable moments in their life. Is it possible for us to hear your most memorable experience, Pak Agus? Maybe you can share to us. Okay, Pak Agus. Bapak Ibu setuju, Bapak Ibu ya?
Well, the most memorable experience I had it happened like 3 or 4 months ago when I got the COVID-19 in my body. Yeah, it was really frightening. I was scared to death. At the beginning, I could feel that my body was well, I love, or no, I love, but normally I love many food, any kind of food, but at that time I couldn't eat at all. I couldn't taste the food, and then my body's immune decreased time by time, day by day, and on the 3rd day I even couldn't want to move from my bed, so I only laid on my mattress. I wanted to sleep all the time. I missed some prayer time. I feel bad for that. And then I started, experience the difficulty of breathing system. And it was really, really scary. And then at that time I had no, my wife beside me, and she could come after I severed about like 3 days. So she returned from Riau, and then she took care of me alone in my house, and we were only together in that house. As she was wearing the APD all the time to take care of me, prepare the food, and I saw her crying in front of me because I was like, you know, I put oxygen mask on my mouth all the time. I couldn't go to the hospital at that time because the hospital was full here. Yeah, so some moments in my life at that time, I was thinking, would I go to heaven or hell? So yeah,
Thank you,
it was
Mr.
great.
Agus.
Thank you, Miss Silvani. Thank you.
Can we give us applause to all of us for this opportunity? Well, mohon maaf untuk interupsi terkait dengan testimoni ini karena kita sudah hadir di room ini Bapak Kepala BPSDM Kemendagri. Mohon Bapak dan Ibu untuk dapat bisa menampilkan dirinya kembali di roomnya dan boleh mohon izin untuk dapat mengaktifkan videonya dan menonaktifkan mikrofonnya. Terima kasih. Baik, Bapak dan Ibu, kita akan mulai. Shall we begin? Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Yang terhormat, Kepala Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Kementerian Dalam Negeri, Bapak Dr. Teguh Setiabudi. Yang kami hormati, narasumber dari Global Media Cendekia yang dalam hal ini sudah dihadiri oleh Bapak Agus Syahidin dan juga moderator kita yang sangat setia sampai dengan 4 hari ini adalah Bapak Acep Budi Wijaya. Yang kami hormati pula Bapak dan Ibu peserta seminar online peningkatan kemampuan bahasa Inggris dalam pengelolaan publik yang berbahagia dan sangat setia saat hari ini tetap hadir mengikuti kegiatan dengan baik. Acara penutupan seminar online peningkatan kemampuan bahasa Inggris dalam mengelola pelayanan publik, Kamis 28 Oktober 2021, kita mulai. Bapak dan Ibu yang kami hormati, izinkan kami dapat melaporkan sejenak terkait dengan kegiatan yang telah kita lewati selama 4 hari ini. Izin kepada Bapak Kepala BPSDM Kemendagri bahwa kegiatan ini sudah dimulai di tanggal 25 Oktober 2021 sampai dengan 28 Oktober 2021 dengan pemateri yang sangat menarik dan materi-materi yang sangat variatif yang dibawakan oleh fasilitator dari Global Media Cendekia. Pada hari pertama, fasilitator dihadiri oleh narasumber atas nama Bapak Mr. Philip Wery. Kemudian di hari kedua, fasilitator yang mengampu materi di hari kedua adalah Bapak Agus Syahidin yang hadir pada hari ini. Kemudian pada hari ketiga, fasilitator yang hadir adalah Bapak Ferry Ferdiansyah. Dan hari terakhir ini, fasilitator yang hadir adalah Bapak Agus Syahidin dan moderator yang hadir pada pagi hari selama 4 hari ini adalah Bapak Acep Budi Wijaya. Kemudian kami dapat juga melaporkan kepada Bapak Kepala BPSDM Kemendagri bahwa jumlah peserta dari hari pertama sampai dengan hari terakhir sangat fluktuatif. Pada hari pertama, peserta yang hadir melalui kegiatan online ini adalah sebanyak 500 orang pada sesi pagi hari, kemudian di siang harinya mengalami penurunan menjadi 367 orang, jadi terdapat penurunan 133 orang pada hari pertama, kemudian pada tanggal 26 Oktober 2021, peserta yang hadir adalah sebanyak 365 orang. Kemudian pada siang hari, peserta yang hadir adalah 333 orang, mengalami penurunan 32 orang. Kemudian pada hari ketiga, pada tanggal 27 Oktober 2021, peserta yang hadir di pagi hari adalah 365 orang, kemudian mengalami penurunan di siang hari menjadi 330, penurunannya adalah 35 orang, dan pada pagi hari ini, sesi pagi ini di tanggal 28 Oktober, peserta yang hadir pada pagi hari tadi adalah 171 orang. Dan untuk mengawali kegiatan kita pada hari ini juga, izinkan kami juga Bapak Kepala BPSDM untuk dapat menyampaikan pesan dan kesan dari perwakilan peserta seminar. Terdapat 3 orang yang bersedia untuk memberikan kesan dari kegiatan ini. Izin saya akan memanggilkan atas nama yang pertama adalah Bapak Agus Sapari ST NFIR, asal instansi dari Biro Hubungan Masyarakat dan Kerjasama Luar Negeri, Kementerian Kelautan dan Perikanan. Kami persilahkan.
Baik, terima kasih banyak Ibu. Rekan-rekan sekalian, saya ingin menyampaikan testimoni dalam bahasa Inggris sebagai bukti bahwa seminar ini mempengaruhi banyak sekali dari cara saya berbicara menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Distinguished College Tutors Organizing Committee and Ministry of Home Affairs, my workplace for about 3 years 14 years ago. I may say on behalf of most of the participants, maybe 1 or 3 or even 1,000 participants in here may not be willing to be represented by my testimony, but don't worry, you will have another 2 ladies, beautiful one, will be your representations. I start the testimony by saying thank you so much. This seminar online, aka training online, was a great medium for me, for us, in elevating English expertise. From the easiest way to understand other partners in the conversations, as mentioned by Philip Morey, to how to groom ourselves in the presentations presented by Bapak Agus Safudin and Pak Ferry Ferdiansah. Talking about attitude, posture, voice, and the most important thing is in mastering English, the knowledge. Got them all from here, from this seminar. As public servants or official government or other related public service officials, mastering English will expand the service into a wider range of society in accepting a service. You can reach out not only domestic target, but also international one. And what I like the most from this seminar was the interactions, not interaction, but interaction. The seminar gave much opportunities to the participants in showing off their ability in speaking out their thought by using English. Wow, such an incredible moment for me. Again, thank you for delivering this seminar online, despite of other small interruptions like internet connections or going to the restroom. But again, it is a normal, especially in the midst of the pandemic. We will complain to that. And guys, please apply the health protocol at all costs and all time. Salam tangguh, salam tumbuh, semangat Indonesia maju. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Agus, for your confidence, for your inspiration, and so we're very well said. So we are so very appreciate for your participation for today, until today, okay? So thank you. Then for the next person that I will have to call for Mrs. Asa Sumara. Jadi saya mau coba pakai bahasa Inggris juga ya. Asal instansinya, tapi campur-campur sedikit. Asal instansi berasal dari Dinas Kominfo, Kabupaten Nunukan, Kalimantan Utara. Kepada Ibu Asa Sumara, kami persilahkan.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Fani. Yeah, just like Mr. Agus said before that we are very glad to have this online training. So I myself will deliver my testimonial for this 4 days English online training. Okay. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Asa Sumara, as mentioned by Mbak Fani before. I work in Nunukan, the border part, the northern part of Indonesia. So if we want to go to Malaysia, we need around 30 minutes. We already arrived in Malaysia. So if you want to come to Indonesia, don't forget to bring your passport. Okay, so in my opinion, this is very good online training because yeah, it can increase our confidence to speak and deliver our thought. But before that, I'd like to thanks to BPSDM Kemendagri for this beautiful occasion for us, and also for Global Media Cendekia, ya. And even though this training is held online, but it is very interesting and also interactive. I'm not sure if this training held offline, I can join with you all because I have a long way to Jakarta. So I'm very appreciate this time because we can meet the people from all over Indonesia, around 300 participants, yeah. Now 156 participants, yeah. I'm not sure if this is held offline, we can meet such a great number. Yeah. And for this training, I hope we have a continuous event like this in order we can still use our English as our communication. Maybe the community will make such a WA group or community in order all the participants can use their English. For example, like Friday English or Sunday English, like that. Yeah, something like that. I hope that my suggestion will be accepted by the community. Again, I would like to say thank you and see you in another event. Bye.
Thank you, Ibu Asa, for your confidence and your great suggestion for us. So maybe we can continue our program for the next year. So you can wait until that. And we hope we can see each other, yeah. Yeah, and hope for a pandemic will be gone soon. Okay, thank you once again. So last but not least, I would like to call Mrs. Vera Mardeleni from Dinas Kominfo Statistik Provinsi Gorontalo. Kami persilahkan, please.
Yes, actually I've already prepared the script. Is it okay?
Wow, it's very okay, amazing. Please.
Well, thank you very much, class. Let me deliver my impression during joining this seminar held by BPSDM. Yeah, firstly, I'm Vera Mardaleni. I'm from Gorontalo. I work at the Provincial Kominfo, Communication, Informatic, and Statistic of Gorontalo Province. Learning English for some people is not easy, for me also, especially in speaking skills. But through this seminar, every participant can speak up whether the skill grammatically is correct or incorrect. And I'd like to thank to all the people here, BPSDM itself, source persons, Pak Acep, and all participants throughout Indonesia. This seminar can burn my spirit, enhance my self-confidence in English skill. Last but not least, I hope that seminar will continue to be held so we can so we can enhance our skill, our ability as a government translator. I have a putri, saya punya pantun. May I deliver this? Pak Agus punya burung kenari. Burung dijemur di siang hari. BPSDM and all staffs, kami mengucapkan terima kasih. Seminar ini sungguh sangat berarti. That's all for me. Thank you very much.
Wow, terima kasih Bu Vera. Luar biasa nih. Cakep kan kalau bahasa Sundanya ya. Thank you. Dan boleh kami izin juga, mungkin ada testimoni dari Bapak narasumber, Pak Agus Syahidin, boleh dapat memberikan komentar testimoni terhadap kemajuan dari Bapak Ibu peserta nih, yang ditunggu-tunggu juga oleh Bapak Ibu peserta, bagaimana progres kemampuan bahasa Inggris Bapak Ibu yang hadir. Boleh pakai bahasa Inggris, boleh bahasa Indonesia, boleh, yang penting jangan pakai bahasa salah paham ya. Silakan.
Dan bahasa kalbu juga nanti tidak terdengar. Oke, terima kasih Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. It's my pleasure to have you in this seminar. And what I can see is how you show your effort to improve your English. That's the key. And then as I told you before, you can identify level kita di mana. Terus kita ini seharusnya pilih bahan studi yang mana. Contoh speaking, so you will accept your mistake. Nanti kita akan menerima, oh saya salah karena saya belum di level yang selanjutnya. Jadi that's okay. At least you have done a very good job. The more you use the language, the more you make your English perfect. Nah nanti, our mistakes, it doesn't have to be answered right now. It can be answered later. But don't think that, don't stop yourself in using English. That's it. Thank you very much. You did very good. And I have received all of your videos, or most of your videos, and I will compile them, and I will send it to Mr. Acep, and he will deliver it to you as well, probably. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Agus, for motivation for us, and can't wait to see all videos from the participants ya. Oke, selanjutnya yang kita tunggu-tunggu juga, izinkan kami untuk mari kita mendengarkan sambutan Bapak Kepala Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Kementerian Dalam Negeri, Bapak Dr. Teguh Setiabudi, MPD. Kepada Bapak, kami persilahkan.
Oke, tadinya Ms. Yovani. Nama apa ya? Oke, which I respect the committee and the teacher, the participant and the audience. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nice to see you. Really, I am very happy. Well, you can learn English very well in this seminar. And first, I will like to thank the global media Kemendagri, and I hope we can continue the cooperation. I hope next time you can help us again in the seminar or training, and also to the missing participants, all of you, and also the entire committee. And second, I will continue my greeting in Indonesia. Okay? Oke, terima kasih. Baik, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang, salam sejahtera untuk kita semuanya. Sungguh yang saya hormati dan saya berterima kasih kepada Bapak dan Ibu dari Global Media Kemendagri. Terima kasih. Dan juga kepada para panitia komite, terima kasih. Yang luar biasa, dan saya banggakan Bapak Ibu, Anda semuanya, para peserta, amazing participant, hadirin undangan yang berbahagia. Alhamdulillah, Rasulullah, sungguh kita bersyukur bahwasanya seminar online peningkatan kemampuan bahasa Inggris bagi ASN terkait dengan pelayanan publik ini bisa berjalan dengan baik. Dan sungguh saya mencermati dan saya langsung juga menyaksikan Anda tadi memberikan testimoni. Ini adalah memberikan spirit kepada saya selaku Kepala Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Aparatur Kemendagri. bahwasanya ada hal-hal yang lain yang perlu kita kembangkan selain kompetensi-kompetensi yang seperti pemerintah terkait dengan teknis, manajerial, tapi kemampuan-kemampuan seperti berbahasa Inggris ini sungguh juga sangat penting bagi kita semuanya, sangat-sangat penting, dan itu tidak bisa diabaikan. Tadi pagi saya melapor kepada Bapak Menteri dan mendapat respon cukup positif dari beberapa eselon juga. Betul itu Mas, bahwasanya pengembangan kompetensi bahasa Inggris ini sudah harus kita lakukan, baik secara klasikal maupun non-klasikal seperti secara online ini. Kenapa penting? Kita tahu bahwasanya sekarang era globalisasi. Kita tahu bahasa Inggris adalah bahasa internasional nomor 1 yang digunakan lebih dari 1 miliar orang. Dan dalam berbagai komunikasi, diplomasi, di berbagai dunia, di dunia ini, bahasa Inggris juga yang digunakan pada umumnya. Kemudian juga, kalau kita ingin terus meningkatkan kapasitas kita, profesionalisme kita, kompetensi kita, berbagai referensi yang bagus-bagus, yang sangat penting, bahkan kalau kita ingin juga memperhatikan the story dari berbagai daerah, ingin pengetahuan menjadi berkembang cepat, berbagai referensi yang ada juga dalam bahasa Inggris. Oleh karena itu, kita sebagai ASN, di mana sudah berketetapan dari Kementerian RB, Jalinan RI, BKN, bahwasanya tahun 2024 adalah ASN birokrasi yang berkelas dunia. Bagaimana mungkin kita mampu berkelas dunia, andai kata dalam hal berbahasa Inggris pun mungkin kita masih sangat-sangat kurang. Luar biasa. Itu baru satu sisi. Kemudian kalau kita melihat perkembangan yang lain, bagaimana kita melihat misalnya semua daerah di Indonesia sekarang sedang mengedepankan terkait pariwisata. Bukan hanya pariwisata untuk turis domestik, tapi juga turis dari internasional, wisatawan mancanegara. Bagaimana kita mungkin mampu menjangkau mereka kalau kemudian kita juga tidak mampu berbahasa Inggris? Artinya banyak sekali alasan-alasan yang membuat betapa bahasa Inggris atau mungkin beberapa bahasa yang lain yang memang sering digunakan itu harus kita kuasai. Di era revolusi industri 4.0, di era society 5.0, sekarang sudah zaman Internet of Things, sudah AI, artificial intelligence, sudah cloud, big data, yang kemudian sekarang pandemi COVID-19, ada lompatan besar dalam hal digitalisasi, ada lompatan besar dalam hal IT, yang telah mengubah pola pikir kita, pola pandang kita, pola sikap kita, bahkan pola kerja kita. Ada kompetensi-kompetensi yang kita perlukan ke depan. Antara lain terkait masalah digital kompetensi, dan yang sangat penting juga adalah terkait kemampuan berbahasa. Khususnya bahasa internasional, misalnya adalah bahasa Inggris yang baru kita. Dengan demikian, sungguh saya mengapresiasi, saya berterima kasih kepada seluruh panitia yang menginisiasi pelaksanaan seminar online ini. Wabil khusus kepada Global Media Cendekia. Global Media Cendekia. Sungguh saya sebagai Kepala Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Kemendagri menyampaikan apresiasi terima kasih dan sangat berharap mudah-mudahan ini bisa terus kita lanjutkan. Nanti mungkin bisa bicarakan dengan Ibu Sekban bagaimana kemudian kegiatan ini tidak terhenti hanya pada saat ini. Pentingnya bagi Bapak dan Ibu yang sudah mengikuti seminar online sampai dengan selesai sekarang ini, tidak seketika kemudian selesai sekarang ini. Mungkin ada lanjutan-lanjutannya. Demikian juga yang masih mendasar yang lain-lain. Ini gimana caranya bisa kita lanjutkan. Walaupun mungkin ada kendala, ada kekurangan, pembelajaran virtual, sangat memudahkan bagi kita, membuat kita luas dalam mengikuti Kemendagri ini. Oke, tadi dilaporkan oleh Mbak Silvani, pertama 500, kemudian berkurang menjadi 330, kemudian menjadi 2 sekian, menjadi sekian, dan sekarang yang hadir 153 yang lewat Zoom. Saya belum tahu yang lewat streaming YouTube dan TV. No problem. Tapi kemudian nanti yang mungkin akan kita beri sertifikat antara kita dengan global media adalah betul-betul yang mengikuti dari awal sampai akhir, yang betul-betul memang mengikuti secara baik. Ini tentu juga sertifikat, bukan untuk keadaan, paling tidak adalah pengakuan kami sebagai penyelenggara global media ketika sebagai pengajar kepada Anda semuanya. Dan mungkin nanti bisa secara sign ataupun secara virtual bisa kami sampaikan dengan cukup. Tentu saya senang dari testimoni dari berbagai kementerian dan daerah, luar biasa. Seakan-akan saya sedang mengikuti seminar internasional, tapi ternyata ini adalah seminar online orang kita sendiri. Gitu. Ini luar biasa. Dan saya sebagai pejabat satu itu merasa bahwasanya saya sungguh harus banyak-banyak belajar tentang bahasa Inggris. Saya sudah buka-buka seminar, ada pembelajaran, ada kursus online, ada dan sebagainya, cukup banyak gitu. 3 bulan katanya bisa, saya harus ikut. Karena sekarang saya itu sudah mengikuti kursus selama 1 bulan penuh terkait digital leadership, kerjasama antara Kemenkominfo dengan National University of Singapore. Saya kadang bisa menerima kalau orang bicaranya pelan, tapi kalau orang bicaranya cepat, saya bingung. Hanya intinya saja, bisa sasaran intinya bagus. Itu luar biasa. Artinya dari seluruh lapisan ASN, dari yang staff, kemudian yang pengawas, administrator, yang CPT pertama, bahkan yang CPT media atau yang utama, itu pun perlu kemampuan itu. Jadi, kepada itu belajar, itu membuat saya semangat untuk juga banyak-banyak belajar. Mudah-mudahan nanti juga saya bisa belajar ke global media kedekatan. Jadi mungkin itu saja yang bisa saya sampaikan. Saya tidak akan berpanjang lebar karena Anda sudah betul-betul tahu persis bagaimana kemarin selama 4 hari ini. Saya hanya sekali menyampaikan apresiasi, terima kasih kepada global media, kepada seluruh panitia, dan kepada Anda semua selaku peserta yang luar biasa, yang pembelajarannya interaktif, berarti ada bagaimana mengklik settingnya itu bagus. Pembelajaran ini tidak monoton, tapi global media sedikit juga mungkin sudah pengalaman dengan pembelajaran online, bagus, dan mungkin Anda tidak bosan. Artinya sampai dengan saat ini masih 152 orang yang bergabung dalam Zoom. Ini juga menunjukkan apresiasi dari seluruh peserta. Demikian kepada Mikro, mohon maaf bila ada kekurangan, ada kendala, karena memang namanya pembelajaran online, pasti kadang-kadang ada hal-hal yang menjadi kendala bagi kita. Terus jaga kesehatan sekarang ini tidak terdiri harganya. Terus semangat untuk bisa berkarya, melaksanakan tugas kita sebagai ASN dengan sebaik-baiknya, dan mudah-mudahan kesuksesan senantiasa menyertai kita semuanya. Berkurangnya mohon maaf, akhirnya dengan mengucapkan syukur alhamdulillah, kegiatan seminar online terkait peningkatan kemampuan bahasa Inggris bagi aparatur dalam mengelola pelayanan publik pada hari ini, Kamis, bertepatan dengan Hari Sumpah Pemuda, mudah-mudahan memberikan spirit bagi semuanya, 28 Oktober 2021. Secara resmi, saya nyatakan ditutup. Bila taufik walhidayah, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang, salam sejahtera, sehat, semangat, and see you later.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih kepada Bapak Kepala BPS dan Kementerian Dalam Negeri. Boleh kita beri aplaus dulu Bapak dan Ibu dari tempat masing-masing. Baik, Bapak dan Ibu yang kami hormati, demikianlah acara penutupan seminar online peningkatan kemampuan bahasa Inggris dalam pengelolaan pelayanan publik. Kami ucapkan terima kasih atas perhatiannya selama 4 hari ini, dan kami mohon maaf juga dari panitia bila ada kekurangan dan kesalahan. Dan izin Bapak Ibu sebelum meninggalkan tempat ruang ini, begitu juga dengan Bapak Kepala BPSDM Kemendagri, izinkan kita bisa berfoto bersama. Boleh dibuka dulu kameranya dan siapkan senyum terbaiknya. Siapa tahu nanti bisa kita posting kepada pimpinan masing-masing ya. Oke. Nanti panitia akan screenshot. Silakan tetap tersenyum. Siap, sudah bisa dimulai Bapak Ibu? Baik. Kita akan foto. Bentar, tetap tersenyum Bapak Ibu. Siapa tahu nanti giliran Bapak Ibu nih fotonya. Pastikan senyumnya sudah sangat terbaik ya. Oke. Baik, sudah semua? Nah, baik, Bapak Ibu, kita sudah screenshot dan kami ucapkan banyak terima kasih, dan juga izin Bapak Ibu, WA group yang sudah kami bentuk ini kami akan tetap hidupkan, dan silakan nanti kita akan open communication ya, supaya nanti ada interaksi. Boleh pakai bahasa Inggris, boleh ya. Nanti izin kepada Bapak narasumber dan juga tim Global Media juga ada di situ. Silakan nanti berinteraksi, berkomunikasi. Dan juga mungkin nanti kita akan share terkait dengan kegiatan-kegiatan BPS dan Kemendagri lainnya. Silahkan dapat diikuti juga kanal YouTube BPSDM TV, Bapak Ibu, nanti bisa mengikuti kegiatan kami yang lain. Dan kami ucapkan juga kepada Bapak Kepala BPSDM Kemendagri, dan selamat siang, sampai ketemu lagi di acara kita yang lebih menarik lagi lainnya. Terima kasih, selamat beristirahat, selamat makan siang.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ya.
Izin live. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu sekalian dan Kemendagri.
Tim BPSD.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you everyone. Thank you Ibu.
Thank you.
Mr. Acep.
Thank you Bu Ahatera.
Thank you Mr. Ilham.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Bu Vera,
Ya, siap.
yang punya burung tuh Pak Agus yang mana?
Pokoknya male.
Ada banyak Agus di sini.
Every male has the same name.
Ada 6.
Agus.
Vera,
Oke.
Bu Vera ada di Ipra Humas berapa ya? Bu Vera ada di Ipra Humas week berapa Bu Vera?
Bapak Ibu sekalian, mohon izin meninggalkan room. Sampai jumpa di kesempatan. Semoga
Thank you, Pak.
Terima kasih
Pak
Thank you Mr. Acep.
Aku ada kok. Gabung.
Oh, belum gabung.
Belum,
Ih, mau
Mbak.
rekaman praktek suaranya dong.
Recording
Keren,
stop.
keren.
Ajak gabung. Di mana Mbak? Di WA.
Ya, yuk kita bikin grup public speaking with Vera. Wow.
Will all participants will have the same passion.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
Not
exactly.
Iya.
Kita kayaknya passionnya sama Pak Eges, Pak Eges.
Ada lagi Ibu
Maksudnya
Yuyu.
apa? Passionnya sama? Tahu dari mana, Bu?
Maksudnya passion.
Berani malu.
Iya, betul. Pede.
Kita berani malu, biarin aja. Nggak ada SP, tetap belajar.
Iya, nggak ada SP juga. Kementerian Kelautan nggak dikirim itu surat.
Mbak Mia, ada Ibu Yuyu dari Disparbud.
Disparbud.
Iya, betul. Itu member ini ya.